Life Force is a shmup developed by Konami and released on the original NES in 1988. The game combines design elements from Salamander along with the power-up system from Gradius to create a unique shooting experience. While the NES is far from the optimal platform for the fast-paced, twitchy shooters of the late 80s, Konami did a fairly awesome job pushing the NES hardware. Right from the start, Life Force is fairly impressive. There are a ton of enemies and bullets on the screen at nearly all times. The backgrounds are detailed and the environments change and shift in real time. Honestly, the first level just might be the most impressive shmup level of the entire system's library. After the awesome first impression, Life Force eases you into the deep controls. After shooting down certain enemies, usually red, a power-up icon will appear. These don't immediately give you a power-up, but instead move a bar at the bottom of the screen. Once the bar moves to the desired item, you can then select it. This adds a nice amount of strategy, giving you the choice of upgrade path and keeps your mind extra busy while dodging bullets and shooting aliens. In practice, you'll upgrade your speed a few times before focusing attention on anything else, as the default speed is quite slow. From here, you can obtain missiles that travel along the tops and bottoms of the screen. As many enemies tend to be located here, the weapon fits the game's style quite well. And of course, there are options. These require the most resources to obtain, but greatly enhance your offensive power. They don't do anything crazy, but their mirrored movement has a familiarity, removing any sort of learning curve. After surely dying a few times by the surprise movement of the environment, you'll come across what is perhaps my favorite aspect of Life Force: the bosses. The first boss is a brain with tentacle eyeballs. This is fantastic, and for the most part, the remaining bosses follow suit. While their patterns are fairly straightforward and not really difficult, they are highly imaginative, and I love how Konami used a mix of world culture and bizarre creatures to give the game its own unique look and feel. After clearing the first stage, the next gimmick of Life Force is revealed. The game features both horizontal and vertical stages. This would be repeated in Axelay, another beloved Konami shooter. While in theory there shouldn't be much difference between the two styles, the way your brain reacts to horizontal scrolling and vertical scrolling is surprisingly different, and makes Life Force feel a lot bigger than it actually is. The stages alternate until you reach the sixth and final level. Here you finally battle the evil Zelos, who is displayed on what is perhaps the greatest box art of all time. Seriously, that level of quality is present in nearly every aspect of Life Force. The environments are creative, and I love how the game has a very organic feel, rather than being completely industrial. One moment you are flying through red blood cells, and the next taking on the Moi. Each of the 6 stages does a great job feeling unique, yet cohesive. Life Force has a terrific soundtrack too, with fast, complex arrangements fitting the game perfectly. These are truly classic tunes, and they never wear out their welcome. But if there was one thing I wish Konami had done a better job of, it would be the enemy arrangements and their patterns. Life Force sometimes feels cheap, chaotic, and unfair, and it has always soured the experience for me. During the flame section, enemies home in on you. You have to dodge giant flame bursts, and enemies spawn out of the top, bottom, and right side of the screen. At times, there's just nowhere to go, and you pretty much die. While the game does give you a brief moment to recollect your options after you die, I find the slow movement of the default speed makes this easier said than done. Without the options, the game becomes pretty brutal pretty quick. It's all too easy to get into a pattern of deaths in quick succession, quickly draining your life stock. Other times, the obstacles just seem impossible, and there's little hope to make progress without dying. Enemy patterns are far too quick, making the game feel a bit sloppy. Don't get me wrong, at times, dodging hordes of screen clutter is an immensely satisfying experience. Other times, not so much. Thankfully, Life Force supports the Konami code, giving 30 lives per continue. This actually saves the game for me. With the code, it is fairly straightforward to beat the game by brute force. As the game is beatable, you'll want to replay it. Shmups are all about pattern memorization and finding the best path through the game. In this regard, Life Force does succeed, and there is fun to be had here. Overall, Life Force is a beloved game, and for a 1988 release, it is pretty special. The soundtrack is excellent, the art style is unique, and the entire weapon system feels as satisfying as ever. But in the grand scheme of things, it is tough to recommend, with games like Gradius 3 effectively doing everything Life Force does, only better. 3 out of 5.